good makeup of different races, different religions, different viewpoints.
Race, gender, social, levels.
And different cultures and people coming from different backgrounds.
Background experiences and physical ability and just thought overall, not necessarily race.
Diversity is one of the guiding principles of the Dean of the College of Business. So it's one of those priorities that's engraved in everything that we do.
I feel like the College of Business definitely has a good view on diversity and really promotes it in some of the things that they talk about. You can just even see that in the makeup of the students.
But I think their focus on or take on diversity is more about ideas and different individuals rather than different cultures and people coming from different backgrounds.
When we look at diversity, we're looking at bringing in the most diverse class from the terms of ethnicity, from out of state versus in-state. We want our share of international students. We are looking at diversity in a more modern term.
I definitely see an improvement from before when I started, where there was no take on diversity. It was a very touchy subject. I don't think the college knew how to address it because they didn't want to be politically incorrect or offend anyone or whatsoever.
Although the college has been committed to diversity, it wasn't until a few years ago that we started doing a lot more in terms of programming and venues to say, let's talk about this more in a formal setting.
Initiatives like the Diversity in Conference and there's been inclusiveness initiatives that they've tried to install and so forth. It's become more of a comfortable topic within the college.
One of the primary venues would be the Business Diversity Exchange.
What it is basically we'll have a couple different speakers that will give lectures on diversity, and then also have workshops that the companies will actually put on with different topics about diversity. These workshops are very interactive. They get students to really think about different topics within diversity and get the chance to have some hands-on experience working with diverse people, but also really thinking about some of those subjects that are important to think about in terms of preparing yourself for a diverse workplace.
The purpose of the event is to teach the importance and benefits of diversity in the workplace. I really wanted to bring this conference to the school and make people understand that, we're not that different, You don't have to go across the world to learn about the world. You can just talk to the person that's next to you that maybe seem a little different.
It brought together corporate partners, it brought together students, and they were talking about issues that focuses on gender diversity, leadership diversity. Your leadership style is diverse.
One of the benefits, I think, is that students get to plan it and really plan it around what they think is important for the topic of diversity.
And that's the beauty of this conference, that it represents what we're trying to instill in the minds of our students.
It's something that companies are really seeing the value in it, and because of that, they're creating more diverse workplaces. So being able to work effectively in a diverse environment is something that's really important. And I think it's initiatives like the Business Diversity Exchange that help people to start thinking about these things and to become more comfortable with diversity.
There are actually a lot of diversity issues in the workplace right now that a lot of students aren't aware of. There's so much racism in the corporate world, especially in the executive level. Women are treated unfairly, and there's so many statistics about the unfair biases that still go on in the corporate world, and we're in 2010. And the only way to combat that is by actively learning about it when you're in school, when you're still exploring the world and have an opportunity to intermingle with people that are so much different than you.
I feel that, especially in college, students have to understand the importance of diversity and applying people's skills in our environment, so in class and group projects or even in the real work world.
I think the college could maybe get involved with more events like the Business Diversity Exchange, and just even in the classroom curriculum. With Business 101, I think that's an opportunity dealing with all the freshmen to really promote this idea and to get them thinking about it in their college experiences to better prepare them for their experiences in the work world.
Just being more aware about the world makes you be more adaptable and diverse. With the economy growing more global, by each day, that is something very important. You need to know where your counterparts are coming from, what their background is.
I think a good emphasis is to focus on global diversity, global business as a whole.
Global business and international business, that also should be woven into every class. And the same thing should be happening with the element of diversity.
The importance of diversity is always crucial, even in class and even while we, talk to our friends.
You need to encompass the ideas and perspectives of the others, and you need to understand where they're coming from and what they bring to the table.
It really doesn't matter the type of diversity, but the point is that groups are in the workplace are often do better if they have a wide range of ideas and people to kind of challenge each other and to think about things that they might not have thought about before.